Whenever we think of building an application, the cost factor is the first thing that most of us think about. Many people have made an attempt to find how much it will cost to build their app. Well, with our vast experience in developing applications, we are qualified enough to say that there is no one cost for app development. But hey, don't be disheartened already. The video has not ended yet. We do have a way to find the answer to this question. Another popular app-related question is how long will app development take? We already have a video uploaded on our channel, so do check it out by clicking on the above link. Also, do make sure to watch the video until the end, as we will tell you about ways through which you can control your app development costs. If this is your first time watching our video, do subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell icon and receive notifications on more such videos from our channel. A lot goes into developing an app, and every bit of it contributes to the final cost of the application. Think of your app as a jigsaw puzzle. You need to combine different puzzle pieces to get the final image right. It is the same with apps, in which the elements of the app are the pieces of a puzzle. Each of these elements acts as a factor that contributes to the app development cost. You might be thinking, what are these factors, and how much is their contribution to the app development cost? The first factor is application features and functionality. Ask yourself these questions. How many features do you want to add to your app? How important is app functionality? Yep, you guessed it right. The more features you plan to add, the more screens the developer will have to develop, and so the more app will cost. Based on how many features you add to the app, your app will fall in either one of these categories: simple, basic, or complex app. However, these features are meaningless until delivered in a logical way, which is our second point: UI and UX design. User interface and user experience are two factors that every business pursues. The more you work on creating a user-friendly design, the better user experience your app will deliver. However, you should also know that it takes more time to make a complex UI as compared to a basic one, and therefore the cost is higher as well. We expect an average UI design to cost anywhere between $4,000 to $20,000. Here's some expert advice. The initial investment in UI can be high, but this will benefit your app and business in the long run and will ensure a quick return on investment. Now that you are sure about your app's UI design, you need to think about your target audience and decide where do you want to launch the app, which is our third factor. There are many operating systems in the market, but the most prominent ones are Android and iOS. If you want to target both of these markets, you can develop a native application. However, developing two separate applications can be a costly affair. So if budget is a constraint, you can choose the cross-platform approach. Let me tell you that native apps are 30% to 40% more expensive than cross-platform applications. It is worth knowing that how your app will perform largely depends upon the development approach you have used. Native apps are a big investment, but their performance is better than a cross-platform app. Once you know what type of app you want, it is time to contact the right developer and get your app developed. This brings us to our fourth factor, the development approach. There are many ways to build an app, like hiring a freelancer, developing in-house, or hiring an outsourcing company. Which of these approaches you choose will impact your overall cost of app development. Speaking factually, 8 out of 10 people prefer to outsource app development to an agency. When you choose to outsource app development, another factor that matters for app development cost is development location. We know that development costs are not uniform across the world. Developing an app with similar features and functions will cost 10 times less in India than in the USA. Amazing, isn't it? There are also many other countries across the globe known for their low development costs. Apart from development location, the type of app you intend to build is also a contributing factor to app development cost. Apps come in all forms and sizes and have numerous types as well. It goes without saying, developing a simple stopwatch app is easier than developing a complex e-commerce app. Since there are not many features required, the development costs are lower. Some popular app types are simple app, functionality app, entertainment and networking app, and utility app. Have a look at the cost of some of the most popular app categories in the market. The type of app you choose will depend on how many third-party integrations your app will require, which is our final factor for app development cost. Adding third-party integrations to your app will require your developer to work more, and therefore the cost of the app will go higher. The more third-party features you want to add to your app, the higher the app development cost will go. But this isn't it. Till now, we have only talked about factors that add to the app development cost. But as promised in the starting of the video, we do have some tips for you to lower the cost of app development. We understand that app development costs can turn out to be astonishing when put together. Here are some tips and tricks through which you can decrease this app development cost. Tip number 1. Go for MVP development. Developing a complete app and launching it to the market is not just costly, but also risky. What if the users do not like your app ideas or your app fails? Therefore, we recommend first developing and launching the app with only the most important features, which is often called the beta version of the app. This is known as MVP development, and an app with these features can cost as low as $5,000 to develop. Isn't it amazing that by MVP development you not only save current costs, but can also avoid potential losses? You can work on more features and add them later to the application as you generate returns. Tip number 2 is cross-platform development. Do you remember we had discussed earlier in the video how cross-platform apps cost less than native apps? Well, you can save anywhere from $5,000 to $60,000 when you choose cross-platform approach over the native one. Of course, it also depends on what you require from the application. However, you don't always have to settle for cross-platform apps, as we have one final tip for you, which is Whitelabel Solution. If you are running low on time or have a very tight budget, we recommend you go for a white-label solution. These are ready-to-go solutions for developing apps that are ready with many app development companies. You can customize the app UI and design and get an app almost instantly by choosing this option. Now that you have joined all the pieces of the jigsaw puzzle, it is the time we give you the estimated cost of app development. The final cost of app development can range anywhere from $50,000 to $170,000. That's a huge gap, isn't it? Well, the cost can be even lesser or higher, all of which depends upon your requirements. To know exactly how much your app will cost, you need to get a consultation from an app development company and give them your requirements. We are the Gray Bear, leaders in application development and designing, offering robust and extensive app development solutions. We have over 8 years of experience in developing top-notch applications and have successfully delivered more than 80 projects. Connect with us today for a free consultation and find the answer to all your requirements. Stay tuned for more such videos from our channel.